smell something warm and sweet coming from the apple house. Let me take a look in here. Deb, what are you doing in here?
Michael, when I grew up, the aroma of my grandma's hot apple pie made my mouth water. But little did I know that a warm biscuit and a dollop of apple butter was really living. Can I offer you one?
Well, thank you. Don't mind if I do.
Hi, I'm Ranger Deb. Each September on the third Saturday, Great Smoky Mountains National Park offers the Mountain Life Festival here on our Mountain Farm Museum. This year, we're bringing the Mountain Life Festival to you through this series of videos.
Apples were easy to cultivate, store, and preserve for winter use. Apple farmers stored apples in a stone foundation apple house like this one set into a hillside. Apples covered in straw could be kept fresh and insulated from winter freezes. An upper floor gave farmers direct access when it came time to haul their crop to market. Other families had an apple tree or two in their yard for personal use.
Mountain farmers didn't grow apple trees from seed, but instead depended on nursery rootstock and grafting.
By the late 1800s, nurseries offered hundreds of apple rootstocks for sale, and by 1910, Cataloochee, once here in the park, was a prosperous commercial apple farming community. Farmers planted apple trees in the fall, with much work to be done before winter set in. Good fencing kept critters out. Farmers mulched trees to keep the roots warm, weeds at bay, and to build good soil for organic pest control. They wrapped bark to protect trees from deep freezes and sun scald.
The Mountain Farm Museum today preserves heirloom apple trees, apple varieties that were common after the Civil War.
Cidering signals autumn, then and now. 36 fresh, peeled apples pressed into a cheesecloth-covered crock yielded about a gallon of sweet cider. Heirloom Grimes Golden apples were selected for high sugar content and made great cider. In 3 days, the sugar would begin to ferment, producing slightly alcoholic hard cider. And if left alone and covered for 6 weeks, the alcohol fermented completely to acetic acid, also known as cider vinegar.
Making apple butter began with a good cooking apple, like an heirloom early harvest.
Families peeled slices, added them to a large copper kettle with a little cider, and cooked them until thick and smooth. Sometimes cinnamon and sugar were added at the end. If expensive canning jars were available, the jars were filled with apple butter, covered immediately with a hot lid, and then turned upside down to cool and set.
Ooh-wee, let's not forget dessert.
Fried pies and traditional apple pies, of course, but also stack cakes, a holiday or wedding tradition consisting of towering layers of pancakes with apple butter spread generously in between. And just to be certain that the treats continued throughout the winter, families dried apple slices in the sun or around the hearth. Families bleached apple slices in a barrel using sulfur smoke to kill the bacteria. Bleached slices were used all winter in dessert.
Apples have been a basic, affordable superfood in America since the 17th century.
Today, many organizations work to assure that everyone has access to fresh, nutritious food like apples. And with so much interest these days in local food, many people have initiated cultivating heirloom apple varieties at home and in community orchards.
If you'd like more information on these topics, search the web for your local County Cooperative Extension office. Stay tuned for tomorrow's episodes and check out our previous episodes by clicking on the link. We're glad you joined us today, and we look forward to seeing you on the third Saturday of September at the next Mountain Life Festival.